These are the most delicious barbecue chicken wings you've ever had, and they've got that real barbecue flavor.
A big thanks to Lotus Grills for sponsoring this episode.
I have a new grill, and what is the best thing to do when you have a new grill? That's right, start grilling. I know. I'll take any excuse to cook some delicious food. And this time it is this. Yes, it is a part of the chicken wing. And this is the best part of the chicken wing. It is the chicken's guns. Now you can season these and just throw them on the barbecue and they will taste amazing. Or you can go crazy and make them even better, like we're gonna do. To the chicken wings, I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of the chicken barbecue rub. Now if you haven't guessed it yet, we're making a brine. And the first thing that I want in my brine is a little bit of flavor. And that's what we got from that chicken wing rub. Now I want some tenderness, and that's why I'm using some buttermilk. And contrary to what most people think is that you don't need a whole lot of brine to make a good brine. I'm just gonna use half a cup of buttermilk and half a cup of pickle juice. Now, some people like to make their own pickle juice, that's fine. And in America, you apparently can buy it in bags, which is super cool. But here in the Netherlands, you can, so this is the way to get it. And of course, we're gonna eat the pickles, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And then just mix this up, make sure everything is covered. And if it's not covered in the bowl, just put it in a plastic bag and push out the air so you don't need all that brine. Just a little bit will go a long way. I'm gonna cover this up with some foil. Almost dropped it. So cover it up, put this in the fridge overnight or at least for 2 hours. And in the meantime, I can show you my new grill. At least if you want to see it. Trust me, you want to see it. My new grill is a table grill. You see, I'm holding it while it's on. This thing is, I'm just taking it apart right now, but this is the bowl and this is the base of the barbecue. Now at the bottom right here, you have batteries, like that. But you can also plug it into USB, which means it also works on a power bank or on the wall outlet. And then you can switch it on. And then a little fan starts running. Now you can't hear it unless, maybe now you can hear it. Now this is the bowl that catches all the grease in the fire, which goes on top of the base. And since my grill is already hot and has been for a couple of hours now, I'm gonna show you guys what is fueling it. This little box right here is the fuel box. That is where the charcoal goes. The grill's still hot because I fired it up earlier. I put in a little bit of LotusGrill fire starter gel, lit it up, and then the thing just kept burning for hours. I'm gonna add a little bit more to it so I can show you guys why I'm so excited about this grill. Now I'll put this in here, place it on top, put the grill grate on, and here comes the kicker. It slides into the right place and you just clamp it with these clamps. But the cool thing is that this little thing is controlled by that fan. So normally you would say, I don't know, barbecue batteries, I like charcoal. This is charcoal. It runs on batteries, but the battery is like an 8, so you can get up to high temperatures. But this thing can also go really low. This almost uses no fuel whatsoever. The only thing is that you need to buy the official charcoal that comes with the grill because of the size of it. Otherwise you need to break down your own charcoal. You can do that too, but I recommend just buying their brand. What I'm going to show you guys is how you can use a grill like this to make grilled chicken wing. You don't need that big offset. This thing is the coolest thing for camping, outdoor cooking, but also just having fun with your friends in the backyard. Now LotusGrill also has a stand so you can put it on the floor like that. As you might have noticed, I'm moving this thing around while it's on, while it's hot. And this thing is definitely hot, but it gets even crazier. And this is something they recommend not doing. Specifically, do not do this. Ta-da! I didn't do that, neither should you. Don't throw it around, but it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna switch off the fan. The charcoal keeps on running at a really slow pace, so I can just take my time. And we're gonna make a little bit of barbecue sauce to go with that chicken. To make the barbecue sauce, I'm gonna switch the barbecue onto the high heat. I want scorching hot heat. And personally, I find this to be one of the best barbecue sauce recipes I have. It's the most upvoted recipe on our website. Now the base is made out of ketchup, but we're also going to need some apple juice. And the cool thing is we're going to need high quality apple juice. Ripe apples that are exploding with sweetness. You can taste the summer in it. Of course we're going to put some Worcester sauce in it. There we go. And some PitmasterX classic barbecue rub. Now the recipe for this rub is also on our website. Gotta have a little bit of honey for the sweetness and a little bit of sugar to top it off. Ooh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Ooh. Now most of the heat is coming from the side, so I'm just going to move this forward so it's over direct heat. And I'm adjusting the recipe every time I make it just to match up with what we're cooking. And since we have chicken wings right now, I'm adding a little bit of Frank's Red Hot Original, which is a hot sauce. And of course, that's a little bit spicier than just ground black pepper. And you can leave it out if you want to, but I think it fits the chicken wings so well. Let's stir this up. Let's say if I accidentally drip a little bit of barbecue sauce, then the barbecue sauce doesn't go straight into the fire. It just jumps off to the side, goes into the big bowl, and the big bowl later on goes into the dishwasher. So handy little thing, handy. Got a nice simmer going with our barbecue sauce. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to turn this off, and now the charcoal is going to be in like a resting state. Once your marinating time is over, you're going to take the chicken wings and you're going to place them on a rack. At least that's what I like to do. By placing them on a rack, I give them an opportunity to get rid of all that moisture and just let it drip out, and then let the air do the rest. But it's just going to help when you start grilling to not have all that moisture that sits on the outside go into your grill. Of course, I already have seasoning on, but I just want to give it a little bit of texture by drizzling on some PitmasterX Texas barbecue rub, which is basically pepper, salt, garlic, onion powder. And I don't want to put too much on because remember, we already seasoned this. It's just a little bit there for texture. You can see we've got a lot of chicken here. It's a kilogram of chicken wings. And this now all needs to go on this barbecue. And it looks tiny, but actually the amount of grilling surface will surprise you. But before we put it on, I'm going to set it to my highest position. And then I'm going to oil up the grill grates. I'm just going to take a little bit of olive oil on a paper towel. Look at that, let it soak in a little bit. And then brush this onto the grill grates. This is going to make the grill grates non-stick. And this is something that you can remember on every grill that has stainless steel grill grates. Just a little bit of olive oil that will work its magic, make it non-stick. And now we can start adding our chicken wings. Let's see if we can get them all on. Look, such a huge service. A kilogram of chicken wings. Now what I want to do is I want to set this to the lowest position. I do want to keep the fan on. And then I'm going to put the lid on and we're going to build up some heat in this barbecue. The reason that we need that is because we are going to cook these chicken wings all the way up to a temperature of 92 degrees Celsius. So we don't want the outside to be burned straight away and then undercooked in the middle. No, we're going to take it low and slow, give it a little bit of time. It's going to cost us about 20 to 30 minutes to get these absolutely perfect. I love that little thermometer that sits on top. 50 degrees, 60 degrees, 7. Yeah. Oh, it's getting nice and steamy in here. Woo! You see this side is getting a crust and it's building up because the heat source is in the center. So what you need to do is halfway through, you're going to turn these around and make sure that you're cooking all sides evenly. It's just that bubbling of the fat inside the chicken that is just giving away how delicious this is going to be. I could add another 2 pounds to this. I bet you. Once the chicken wings picked up enough color and the meat is starting to retract from the bone, it's time to take it off. This is so good. I'm just going to drizzle on some of that barbecue sauce. Oh. And now it's time for the toss. Shake it up. There we go. Hoppa. Because I'm outside and it's a bit cold today, I'm just going to put on some aluminum foil. All right, since waiting is not my best feature, I decided to make something that can go with this recipe. We're gonna make, for the freaks out there, a blue cheese dip. It starts with half a cup of mayonnaise, a quarter cup of cream, half a tablespoon of ground pepper, a tablespoon of fresh chopped chives, and of course we can't forget about the blue cheese. This is a Roquefort. Now I like it chunky. If you don't like blue cheese, you can skip the blue cheese and place it with, just skip it. There we go, mix it up. Blue cheese dip. And that is the consistency that I'm looking for, like a sauce. It brings the acidity to the dish where the rest is so sweet. And this is salt, and this is sour. It's going to go real well with the chicken wings. Let me do a quick taste test. Oh. All right, time to plate up. Present it well. It's going to look so good. Since it's finger food, it's got to be a bowl. Can't put this on a plate. People might mistakenly grab a knife and fork. Can't have that, man. Can't have that. You got relatives like that eat chicken wings with knife and fork? Of course, again, the blue cheese sauce is optional, but I think it's just hammer. It's the bomb. And then I'm gonna dip on another load of Frank's Red Hot sauce. You can skip this if you want. You can skip it totally. But I'm not gonna. Now that is a bowl for a feast. I got my expert here.
Expert?
Yeah, you've eaten every day in your life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. Then you must be an expert. All right, guys, there we go.
Oh, that sauce, the cream sauce. It's all over
It's,
me.
it's everywhere. I looked at you and I was like, okay, probably the same here. The chicken, how is the chicken?
It's sweet, so
But
nice.
it's juicy, it's tender, and it's got a nice char to it. So you actually get a really good barbecue flavor from this grill. Loads of smoke flavor, and that's those little trails of smoke that come from the meat. That's real insane. Real tasty barbecue.
Insane. This is that type of food that you can't stop eating.
Yeah, that's it.
How fast do you think this is gone?
This is a kilogram, 2 pounds of chicken wings. I don't think it's going to be enough.
You should make more of this, larger quantities.
So I discovered in this cook, I could actually double stack the chicken. So I missed out on the opportunity to put another kilogram of chicken wings in that little barbecue. Jim, I need you for one last thing.
Okay.
I need you to taste blue cheese with Frank's Red Hot hot sauce on top of the blue cheese. I was making the blue cheese. I wanted the Frank's Red Hot extra on top of it, but it tastes so good. Take a bite. Let me know what you think of it. To me, it's like, I'll take that off. It's like
What's going on?
It's like the red hot sauce is empowering the blue cheese. It's
Yeah.
making the blue cheese more powerful.
It pops the blue cheese. That's a good hack. I don't know if it's a hack, but I'll call it a hack.
Thank you for watching. Oh, if you want to find out more about the LotusGrill, just go check it out. Everything is down below in the video description. It's an amazing little grill. You can take it anywhere. Well, it's safe around kids. You can cook on your balcony.
And you can throw it.
You can, no, you can't throw it.
Oh.
I specifically told them not to do it.
But you
So,
did.
yeah, of course I did, but that's my job. I got to show them what not to do. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.